In the heart of the vast Atlantic Ocean, shrouded in mist and whispered legends, lies a triangular expanse known as the Bermuda Triangle. It's not marked on any map, its boundaries ever shifting like the sands of time. Yet, for sailors and aviators, its name evokes a chilling dread, a graveyard of ships and planes that vanished without a trace, leaving behind only unanswered questions and a profound sense of loss. The stories, passed down from weathered sailors and grizzled pilots, paint a picture of a place where compasses spin wildly, instruments malfunction, and the very fabric of reality seems to tear. Tales abound of ghost ships, rogue waves that swallow vessels whole, and even portals to other dimensions. One such story, etched in the memory of old souls, is that of the Mariana. A majestic schooner, her sails billowing with dreams and aspirations, set out from Bermuda on a clear summer day, bound for the Caribbean. Captain Miguel Garcia, a man with salt-laced hair and eyes that held the wisdom of the sea, steered with a steady hand. His crew, a motley bunch with calloused hands and salty jokes, bustled about with practiced efficiency. Days melted into weeks, the rhythmic groan of the ship a constant lullaby against the endless blue canvas. Laughter and song filled the air, a testament to the camaraderie forged at sea. But then, one fateful morning, the sun rose on an unsettling silence. The Mariana, once a vibrant vessel teeming with life, was eerily still. No distress signals pierced the air, no frantic cries for help. It was as if the ship, and all aboard, had simply ceased to exist. A desperate search yielded nothing, no wreckage, no debris, no survivors. The Mariana, with its hopes, dreams, and stories, became another ghost in the Bermuda Triangle's ever-growing collection. The families left behind, their hearts heavy with unanswered questions, felt the ocean's cruel embrace. A mother's lullaby, forever unfinished. A child's dream of adventure, forever unrealized. A love story, cut short with a brutal finality. The Bermuda Triangle may hold no supernatural malice, but its mysteries create a profound sadness. It's a place where the vastness of the ocean collides with the limitations of human understanding. It's a stark reminder of the fragility of life, a whisper of the secrets the sea holds close, a graveyard not of bodies, but of hopes and dreams swallowed by the unforgiving depths. Even today, ships and planes traverse the Bermuda Triangle, their crews a mix of apprehension and determination. For some, it's a challenge, a test of skill against the elements. For others, it's a necessary route, a bridge between continents. But the stories, like mournful echoes, linger, a reminder of the deep sadness that resides within this enigmatic region. The Bermuda Triangle isn't associated with a large number of disappearances compared to its size and heavy traffic. However, some well-known cases involving aircrafting. The Florida sun beat down mercilessly on Naval Air Station Fort Lauderdale on December 5, 1945. The war had just ended, casting a long shadow of relief and a lingering sense of unease. It was on this day that a routine training mission morphed into a chilling legend, the disappearance of Flight 19, swallowed whole by the maw of the Bermuda Triangle. Lieutenant Charles Taylor, a decorated pilot with a steely gaze and a confident swagger, led the squadron. 5 TBM Avenger torpedo bombers, nicknamed Vengeance Machines for their firepower, gleamed on the tarmac, their crews a mix of seasoned veterans and eager trainees. Their mission? A simple navigational exercise, a triangle route covering roughly 220 miles per leg, a routine hop for most. Shortly after takeoff, the first unsettling sign emerged. Lieutenant Taylor's voice crackled through the radio, a tremor of confusion in his tone. He was lost, disoriented, his compass seemingly malfunctioning. Panic, a silent serpent, began to coil around the hearts of those monitoring the mission. Erratic maneuvers and frantic calls for help followed. Taylor reported strange readings, an unsettling feeling that they were flying in circles, trapped in an invisible maze. The last confirmed message from Flight 19 spoke of strange lights in the distance, the pilots utterly lost. Then, silence descended, a suffocating blanket that choked the airwaves. The radio crackled with static, a chilling testament to the vanished squadron. Days bled into a desperate search. Ships churned the endless blue canvas, aircraft crisscrossed the designated route, but found nothing. No wreckage, no debris, no survivors. The vast ocean held its secrets close. Lieutenant Taylor's frantic pleas, his voice choked with a growing sense of bewilderment, hung heavy in the air. The silence that followed his last transmission was a chilling confirmation of their worst fears. Flight 19 was gone. But hope, a fragile ember, refused to be extinguished. Within minutes of the last transmission, a PBM Mariner flying boat, a lumbering seaplane nicknamed the Flying Banana, taxied down the runway at Naval Air Station Banana River. Its crew of 13 brave souls, led by the stoic Captain Stephen Richards, embarked on a rescue mission that would become another tragic chapter in this unfolding drama. Captain Richards, a man with a weathered face etched with the lines of experience, understood the risks. The Bermuda Triangle, even then, held a mystique tinged with danger. But the thought of fellow aviators lost, adrift and alone, fueled his determination. The Mariner rumbled down the runway, its twin engines roaring a promise of salvation. As they entered the designated search area, a sense of unease settled over the crew. The radio crackled with static, an unsettling silence where Flight 19's panicked transmissions once echoed. Hours bled into a long, tense night. The vast ocean stretched before them, an endless expanse of blue mocking their efforts. Then, a faint flicker on the radar, a blip in the vast emptiness. Could it be? Hope surged through the crew. Captain Richards steered the Mariner towards the signal, his heart pounding with a mixture of anticipation and trepidation. As they drew closer, the blip resolved into a chilling sight: wreckage. Debris from Flight 19, twisted metal, a mangled life raft, a sickening confirmation of their demise. But amidst the wreckage, no sign of survivors. A heavy silence descended upon the crew, the vastness of the ocean pressing down on them like a suffocating weight. Suddenly, a series of strange lights appeared on the horizon, dancing and flickering in an unsettling way. Were these the same lights Lieutenant Taylor mentioned in his last transmission? Panic, a cold serpent, coiled around the crew. Was this a trap? Were they being lured into the same fate as Flight 19? Fear warred with duty. Captain Richards, with a heavy heart, made the agonizing decision to turn back. They had found the wreckage, a tragic end to their comrades, but venturing further into the enigma of the lights was too great a risk. The Mariner returned to base, a somber spectre bearing the weight of loss. The rescue mission, though unsuccessful in saving lives, confirmed the worst: Flight 19 was gone, another victim of the Bermuda Triangle's mysteries. The disappearance of the Mariner, with its entire crew, added another layer of tragedy to the story. Did they succumb to the same fate as Flight 19, swallowed whole by an unseen force? Or did a mechanical failure, a sudden storm, or some other unforeseen event seal their doom? The answers lie buried beneath the waves, a chilling testament to the power of the ocean and the limitations of human understanding. The story of Flight 19 and the ill-fated rescue attempt by the Mariner serves as a stark reminder of the ocean's vastness and the ever-present danger that lurks beneath the surface. It's a chilling tale of heroism and loss, a reminder of the courage of those who venture into the unknown, even in the face of immense danger. The year was 1918. The Great War raged across Europe, a monstrous machine grinding lives into dust. But amidst the carnage, another story unfolded, a tale whispered on the salty wind, a chilling mystery born in the heart of the Bermuda Triangle: the disappearance of the USS Cyclops. She wasn't your ordinary ship. The Cyclops, a behemoth of steel and smoke, stretched nearly 550 feet, a collier, a tireless workhorse tasked with feeding the insatiable hunger of war. Captain Worthington Wordley, a man with a salt and pepper beard and eyes that held the steely glint of the sea, stood at the helm, a seasoned sailor entrusted with a crucial mission, delivering a bellyful of coal to the Allied warships battling the Kaiser's forces. On a crisp February morning, the Cyclops, laden with a staggering 11,000 tons of manganese ore, a vital component for steel production, slipped out of the Rio de Janeiro harbor. Her crew of 306 men, a mix of wide-eyed rookies and grizzled veterans, bustled with activity, a symphony of clanging metal and shouted orders. As the Brazilian coast faded into the distance, the vast expanse of the Atlantic Ocean stretched before them, an endless blue canvas dotted with white caps. Days turned into weeks, the rhythmic thrum of the engines a constant lullaby. Morale was high, fueled by news of victories on the Western Front. Little did they know, they were sailing into a nightmare. On March 4, 1918, the last confirmed message crackled through the radio, a routine weather report, a blip in the vast ocean of communication. Then, silence. Weeks bled into months, a desperate search yielded nothing. No life rafts, no debris, no distress signals, just an empty expanse of ocean mocking their efforts. Whispers began to swirl: a German U-boat attack, a sudden storm that swallowed the ship whole, even a mythical portal to another dimension. The official investigation yielded a frustratingly inconclusive result: cause unknown. Theories swirled like storm clouds. The Cyclops, it turned out, had a troubled past. Her sister ships suffered from structural weaknesses, their I-beams prone to corrosion from the harsh cargo they carried. Could this be the culprit? Did the mighty Cyclops simply crack apart in the unforgiving seas? Another theory pointed to the volatile nature of her cargo. Manganese ore, under certain conditions, can combust spontaneously. Did a fiery inferno consume the ship from within, leaving no survivors, no trace? The lack of a definitive answer fueled the legend of the Bermuda Triangle. The Cyclops became a ghost ship, its fate forever lost in the swirling depths. Was it a victim of human error, a cruel twist of fate, or something more sinister? The truth, perhaps, lies buried beneath the waves, a silent testament to the unforgiving power of nature and the limitations of human knowledge. The story of the USS Cyclops serves as a chilling reminder of the sea's enduring mysteries, a vast and unforgiving realm where even the mightiest vessels can vanish without a trace. Tales of krakens, ghost ships, and a swirling vortex in the Atlantic where compasses spun wild and ships vanished without a trace, the Bermuda Triangle. Among these salty tales, one story captivated sailors, a chilling encounter between a seasoned captain and the clutches of the triangle itself. This was the legend of the Ellen Austin. Captain Bartholomew Hadley, a man whose weathered face mirrored the storms he had weathered, stood at the helm of the Ellen Austin, a majestic three-masted schooner bound for New York. The year was 1881, a time when the sea held a potent mystique, a vast canvas waiting to be explored. His crew, a hardy bunch with calloused hands and salt-laced beards, bustled about with practiced efficiency. Days bled into weeks, the rhythmic groan of the ship a constant lullaby against the endless blue canvas. One lazy afternoon, a lookout's cry pierced the air, shattering the monotony. "Ship ahoy!" A lone vessel, a smaller schooner, bobbed listlessly on the horizon, its sails tattered, a ghostly apparition against the shimmering sea. A sense of unease prickled Captain Hadley's skin. It was an unsettling sight, a deserted ship in the middle of nowhere. Curiosity, however, battled with caution. Hesitantly, Captain Hadley steered the Ellen Austen closer. As they neared, an eerie stillness hung over the derelict vessel. No sign of life, no frantic waving of flags, just an unsettling silence. Against his better judgment, Captain Hadley decided to investigate. A small crew, led by the gruff first mate, John Evans, volunteered for the task. They boarded the deserted ship with a mixture of trepidation and morbid curiosity. The interior was eerily pristine, everything left untouched, half-eaten meals on tables, personal belongings hanging on hooks. The cargo hold was a treasure trove, crates of exotic spices, bolts of fine silk, a veritable fortune. But the most unsettling aspect was the complete absence of any crew. It was as if they had vanished into thin air. Tempted by the riches on board, Captain Hadley made a fateful decision. He would tow the derelict back to port, a windfall to reward his loyal crew. At first, all seemed well. But as days turned into nights, strange occurrences began to plague the Ellen Austen. The compasses spun wildly, throwing navigation into chaos. The wind picked up, whipping the once calm sea into a frenzy. The once obedient ship became sluggish, unresponsive to the helm. Panic began to grip the crew, their initial excitement replaced by a chilling fear. Were they cursed? Had they unwittingly unleashed an evil from the depths? Captain Hadley, a man of steely resolve, knew they had to act. With a heavy heart, he ordered the tow line severed, leaving the ghost ship behind. Relief washed over the crew as the Ellen Austen finally responded to the helm, slowly pulling them away from the clutches of the derelict vessel. They never spoke of the incident again, the memory a dark stain on their voyage. The story of the Ellen Austen, as captivating as it was, held a hidden truth. Historical records reveal no trace of a ship named Ellen Austen departing Liverpool in 1881. The tale, most likely, was a work of fiction, a campfire story embellished with the ever-present fear of the unknown. However, the legend of the Ellen Austen serves as a powerful reminder. The ocean holds secrets, vast and terrifying, waiting to be unraveled. While the Bermuda Triangle itself may not be a supernatural hotspot, it represents the awe-inspiring power of nature and the mysteries that still lie hidden beneath the waves. The Bermuda Triangle. A name that evokes a chilling mixture of fascination and fear. It's not a physical barrier, no jagged reef or treacherous shoal. It's a spectral entity woven from the whispers of the wind and the restless murmur of the ocean depths. Here, the sea's brutality isn't a sudden, terrifying storm, but a slow, insidious erosion of certainty. It's the loss of control, the instruments spinning wildly, the compass a fickle guide. Science may offer explanations, rogue waves, sudden weather changes, human error. But the human spirit craves a narrative, a villain in the vastness. The Bermuda Triangle becomes that villain, a hungry maw that devours ships and planes whole, leaving behind only an unsettling silence. The real tragedy, however, lies not in the sensationalized tales, but in the profound loss. Lost lives, lost dreams, lost stories. Families forever haunted by unanswered questions. The Mariana, the Ellen Austen, if she ever existed, Flight 19, the USS Cyclops, these are not mere statistics, but chapters ripped from the human narrative. The Bermuda Triangle may not hold supernatural secrets, but it embodies the ocean's immense power. It's a humbling reminder of our place in the grand scheme, a speck adrift in a vast and unforgiving universe. It's a place where the mysteries linger, not as thrilling secrets, but as a deep sadness, a melancholic echo of stories left untold, dreams dashed against the unforgiving waves. Perhaps the true brutality of the Bermuda Triangle lies not in the way it takes, but in the way it leaves us, forever yearning for answers, forever haunted by the vast unknown that lies just beyond the horizon.